Where a lot of people would get exploited. So much of exploitation has happened. So much of money they've lost. In the sense, because they were very naive, innocent people who came from Kasaragod. Whereas one person I knew who managed the career well was Asin's father. He was very smart. Throughout Asin's career, only he has managed her work till she went to Bombay. So it's all subjective. See, why does the concept of nepotism in cinema happen? It is because the family knows the business. And it's a very tricky business. It's not like any other business, no. So the Nepo kids do well because the parents know how this industry works. They have contacts. Now I have contacts. I've spent 20 years here. So if some new talent comes, you can take them to places. You can introduce them to people because you know people. Whereas somebody who randomly comes today can't. In the pinnim easy and social media is there. 20 years back, today you can send a message on Facebook, Insta. At least try. Annu reach cheyane pattillalo. Mobile number onnu illathoru kaalaghatti. How would you reach people? So honestly, there is no professional way where this happens. It's only now that it has really exploded. Bombay, like there are some 10, 12 agencies. Chennai has, Hyderabad has. People who do it professionally are less still. There are a lot of people who will do it in a very unprofessional way. I think in India, the concept of celebrity management was pioneered by Mahesh Bhupati. He started this company called Global Sport, which started sports management. But sports management, entertainment film industry happened much later. But Bhupati, they started a company called Kwan, companies which went into this very professionally. Down south, it is still not that evolved, but it is. It is not there. It's slowly coming, but it is still not there. People work with people who they're comfortable with. Like you have grown up with somebody, so somebody is your makeup man becomes your manager, somebody's driver becomes their manager, somebody's friend from childhood becomes their manager. Because what they value is the trust component, the comfort more than the efficiency, which at times harms them also. But because there are very few people who are trustworthy that you generally, and who are professional, you come across in this business, they have to manage with this also. So you can't blame them, honestly.
So how does this whole thing work? Like if we establish that Alkarim, you must be managing.
Yeah.
Do you sit them with narration like or do you have?
Yeah. Most people I work with, I read their scripts. I sit on narrations. So everything, even like we work with directors also. We manage directors also now. So our scripts which for them to direct also, we kind of see. That's also because I have watched cinema. I have kind of understood cinema. Maybe no, I've seen a lot of managers who do this job who are not in that zone. They're efficient with they're probably efficient with negotiation, business, and all that. I may not be that good with that, but since I do this, I kind of get the directors are comfortable with me also giving an opinion on the script and all. If they don't think your opinions are really valid or you are good at it, they will not give you that space, right? So with freshers, they totally trust you. So that becomes an added responsibility because they don't know. They said, if you say I will do, then you kind of, extra pressure. But I always try to tell them reasons why you should do, why not do. So it's a tricky thing. No, every decision can really cost a lot in this industry. It's not like a lot of other businesses. So it's a tricky thing. But yeah, I feel it is important that you have that support system. Because you can't do it by yourself. It becomes pretty difficult to do it by yourself, especially when you don't come from a background of cinema. If you come from a background of cinema, you have some support system. But even then you need it because, at times, the key thing, at times the negative news doesn't come to you. Of course, vicious negative things that happens on social media, the valid criticisms don't reach you. People tell you only the good things that you want to hear because you're a big celebrity. So, and a lot of people will not be comfortable or at the cost of them at times not liking it, you would tell your celebrities that, you know what, this is stupid what you did. But when they know that you are, you're telling that in their interest, they will take it in the right spirit. But I've still had issues where people don't, because after some time, when you become a celebrity, your ego is there. You kind of, you go into a different zone. You can't blame them. It's like that.
Yeah.
I've had people who came from very normal backgrounds, who were good friends, who, when they become, stars, something changes. It's part of the job.
So when you manage a particular star, the celebrity manage trajectory
that is how, see, with a lot of people, with Padma Priya, for example, I can strongly say I have done that. With Sudhir Nair now, one of the celebrities who I manage, Sudhir's third film, Anarkali Karinjittu, we started managing. State award gitti, Anarkali gitti, then we started working together. We've done almost 20-25 films together now. So Sudhir and all, I was there in that whole trajectory, where Telugu poi, Bishmaram, Thormugam. So it was built brick by brick. You have been part of that journey. And it's been fun working with him, because there's been a lot of struggle also. Things didn't happen easily for him. In spite of being a state award winner, and he's got the looks, and he's got the dance, he's got the action ability, but things have not happened automatically. So it has been one process of strategy, planning, pushing to reach there. So, but then there'll be lot of people who you will start at the beginning of their careers, and then you will not get that opportunity to, be there throughout that journey. Like Shweta Menon, Rima, Parvati, all these people I worked with at different points of time for some periods of time. Then some people, they want to do it on their own, or there'll be some silly misunderstanding that will happen, which will, which will find it difficult to convince people about. And then a fallout happens. So all you can do is, as long as you're there, you can do a good job of it. I've had, like with Shweta and all, I started working with her from when the time she was like, her career happened much later, like the 2 state awards and all. At that phase, I was there with her, so it was fun doing it. So now I take her as a case study. When people, so I tell people that there's no age limit or anything to this thing. It can happen anywhere and can still happen in a big way. And the example that I've seen or worked with is Shweta. So
when it comes to celebrities, about the grooming process and how they put themselves out.
Yeah. We will see, PR is there, choosing projects, strategy of how to build their brand, how they should be different from other personalities. Of course, negotiating money and the whole process of administrative jobs are there, collection of money. Then a lot of other our comforts. It's a whole thing, but you can do this completely only with a few people who also believe in it, who kind of give you that space. That is the difficulty. Ideally, I would like to do it with everybody, but with not everybody do you get an opportunity to do that. That is the problem.
Like you choose projects for them, like you sit with them for narrations and all.
Yeah.
For talent managing, should I work with him? Should I work with her? And our filtering process and all. Like how do you choose your talent?
No, I think I have not honestly done that, because see, there is a comfort and a trust which is required.
Mm-hmm.
It is beyond you can't treat them as commodities, right? Everyone is an individual. You have to tailor make your working according to that person they are and what they want in life. But I have never said no to anybody, because I feel I'm here because of that profile of mine of managing talent. So anybody who requires my support or my who feels my need or the role that I do, not my as in mine, but what I provide, the service that I provide, I should be there for them. And I believe that everybody has a chance if they have the talent. I made that mistake at the early stages of my career. I looked at somebody, I don't want to name them because she went on to become really big. I looked at them and you're new to the industry. Like, you just went by her looks and I said, how can she be a star? Because you come with these prejudices and you're not You're not mature as you are today. I was, 25 then. So I was like, she can never be a star. I just ignored. When she used to try to reach out to me and all, I would not even respond and stuff. In my early stages of my career. She went on to become a big star. So now I know that nobody has, there's nobody who don't have a chance. Anybody can do it provided they want to do it. They have the passions and they have the patience. See, the problem with a lot of people in this industry is that they don't have the patience to hang in there, because it can really break your morale and your confidence. And because people come from different backgrounds. No? They're a doctor, they're engineers, they're even today we're trying to promote people who all come from their background. There's somebody who's an artist, there's somebody who's a lot of backgrounds. They've sacrificed that and they come and trying to do this. So there's an opportunity cost, like we say in economics, no? And so you, at times, their struggle get to you. Because you cannot do it because with emotionally detached at but and at times you can't also help them beyond a certain extent. You try. So it is, but that is what helps them. That effort from our side is what helps them, is what I feel. But I don't do that filtering, no. Except when people make it so difficult and miserable, people don't listen to you beyond a certain extent. They don't allow you to do anything good to themselves, then you better part. So that's the theory that I go with. Otherwise, no.